What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a Gruulchantments deck. It's kind of the natural evolution of the GreenChantments deck that we last saw on the channel, but just splashing some red and seeing what comes up. And without further ado, I think it's about time that we jump into tonight's brew, simply called Gruulchantments. And we've got the core, we've got the shell, right? We've got a lot of the important cards from the previous brew, namely the Kami of Transience, Audacity, Generous Visitor, and Jugan defends the temple. But then, by splashing red, what do we gain? Well, first of all, the Monastery Swiftspear, which has prowess, which says that whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gains +1/+1 until end of turn. So if you're casting, if your strategy or your main theme is Enchantress, enchantments are obviously non-creature spells, so you're going to be getting the triggers off of your Generous Visitors and your Kami of Transiences as usual, but then you will also be triggering your Monastery Swiftspear at the same time. So I thought that was a great idea. And the next piece of the puzzle was, well, look, we've got this amazing new 1-mana aura, which gives trample and draws cards when it ends up in the graveyard. And I had a quick little gander. I just typed in aura in my search bar, and Sticky Fingers was the very first on the list in the red colors. And when I saw that it also draws cards when, slightly differently, the Audacity says that when it just ends up in the graveyard from the battlefield, so that means, as long as the creature that it's equipped to leaves the battlefield in any way, shape, or form, be it exile or destroy or what have you, you'll still get to draw the card. As far as Sticky Fingers, it's slightly different. It requires the enchanted creature to die. So if your creature gets exiled, you won't get the draw trigger from the Sticky Fingers. But it's got some other upsides. It makes a treasure whenever the enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, which is amazing because of little play lines like, say you... Which tends to happen in a brew like this, right? We're only running 22 lands. Sometimes you're running a little bit low on mana. You can enchant your Monastery Swiftspear or whatever other creature you have with the Sticky Fingers. Tap yourself out doing so. Attack. You get the treasure. Now you've got 1 green mana or a mana of any color available with which to cast Tamiyo Safekeeping. So if then the opponent's response to your big hit, whatever turn that might happen on, is to try and get rid of the thing that just did the hitting, well, now you can Tamiyo Safekeeping it, and the number of times that opponents have scooped when that happens is just, it feels amazing. So that's why we're running a full playset of Tamiyo Safekeeping, which happens to also be a non-creature spell, which will trigger the prowess. It doesn't trigger the rest of the stuff, but it's good enough. Then we've got a full playset of Kumano faces Kakkazan, which ends up being a creature. So the total creature count, Generous Visitor, with the Kumano brings it to 16, which is kind of perfect in a list like this. And then if you include the Remnant of the Rising Star from the backside of Jugan faces the Temple, we've actually got a fair number of creatures in the deck. If you also include the human monk here, so it's nice. And the rest is just a little bit of removal. As far as Lightning Strike is concerned, it's in here because it can go face. It's almost in here more to go face than to remove anything, but of course the flexibility is key. And then we've got one amazing new other card, probably the main reason, other than the Monastery Swiftspear, to be splashing red in my already pretty nice green enchantments deck is Draconic Destiny. So it's a 3-mana enchantment aura that says that enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and gets flying, and haste. And you can pay 1 colorless and give it +1/+0 until end of turn. So it becomes another great mana sink. And the great thing is, when it dies, when the creature that it's enchanted to dies, you return it to your hand. So little things like, just say you've Draconic Destinied your Kami of Transience, the opponent kills you, or, kills the Kami. That means that an enchantment is ending up in the graveyard. So you get the Kami of Transience back to your hand, and then because of, the way that Draconic Destiny is worded, you also get it back to your hand. So, yeah, sure, it's a huge setback. You need to recast your Kami and then recast your Draconic, and, maybe you had a big Kami at that point and you gotta grow it again. But still, the fact that the opponent points targeted removal at your Kami and you get both it and the aura that was enchanted to it back into your hand is pretty damn nice. And that's really it. Simple dimple deck. The last couple days I've just been doing these like simple decks, and this definitely is right up there as far as that is concerned. We don't have this crazy strategy. It's a little bit, I don't want to say like a glass. What's the word I'm looking for here? But strategy that is based on a very linear, like if the strategy doesn't work, then the whole deck falls apart. Yes, there is a little element of that into this. Like I think a glass cannon is the correct wording. But when it does pop, it's insanely powerful and really, really game ending. And there's a little bit of mitigation to that. When it doesn't go 100% your way, we have the recursive Kami of Transience, Draconic Destiny. We've got the Lightning Strike for that little bit of extra reach. We've got the Tamiyo Safekeeping to protect against sweepers and things. So, at the end of the day, not a terrible brew, one I'm quite proud of. And without too much further blabbing, maybe just a quick mention about the mana base, where we have 1 Boseiju, 1 Sokenzan, some duels and some basics. I think it's probably about time that we jump into some games and see how the deck performs. Yeah, it's slowly but surely over time, kind of my identity as a Magic the Gathering player has drifted towards aggro decks or these sort of glass cannon, do your best to ensure that your strategy that is very narrow plays out in the way that you want it to, and then you're guaranteed a win. Ooh, okay. Let's go with the Swiftspear, so we don't have to pay life for the Painland, and then we'll cast the Visitor next turn and hope for one of our 1 mana auras. Now we're not holding up Safekeeping, but we have proposed a choice here to the opponent where it's like, well, what do we take out? Ooh. Okay. I think it's time to hold up Tamiyos at this point. We would have been able to regardless, but... Ooh. Winner. Interesting. Gruul something or another. Do we want to go for the Jugan? No, I think we're going Draconic here. And the Swiftspear already has Menace, so let's put the Draconic on our Visitor here. Maximum output. Still holding up Safekeeping. And we've got lethal next turn, so you better have something pretty fantastic up your sleeves, or this is a pretty early GG. Oh wow, it's Jund? Oh wow, okay. Untaps. Okay. Yeah, this is fantastic. Best way to play this out. I think we're gonna go lightning strikes to the face. And then we swing. He has to double block my dude. It doesn't really matter here what we do. We just do this and this. Bye-bye now. Game 1 victory feels amazing, especially against Joda Legendary Humans or whatever the guy was trying to do there, because that deck is actually, like, I need to put it on the channel. It's been a little while. I've lost to it a few too many times for me to not put it on the channel, especially considering there's this new 2-mana 3/3 in Gruul colors. Not Jadar. Jadar's the black guy. Anyway, you know, 2-mana 3/3, and you can sack it to give your legendaries indestructible. Really strong card for the deck. So we might need to double check on that. Woo! Here comes the cut downs. No? Okay, maybe it's not mono black. Maybe he just didn't have the cut down in his hand, but... Now the question here is going to be, do we play Lightning Strike and remove what he plays and keep swinging? Or do we play the Kami and then hope to top deck a land? I guess it kind of just depends. If the next card we draw is a land, we may play a Kami. If it's not a land, we may hold up Lightning Strike. If Mr. Jack O'Lantern here decides that it's time to play some Magic the Gathering. Okay, so you had the cut down all along. So now we're definitely playing the Kami. Please give me a land. Please give me a land. Oh, Rakdos. Nice. I'm expecting like Fable of the Mirrorbreaker at this point, but I guess he's deciding whether that's the play or kill my Kami. Please give me lands. Please give me lands. Wow. Wow, that's just fantastic. Great. No land, and our main recursive threat got exiled by Soul Transfer. Skadoosh. Lands, please. It's definitely Invoke Despairs. Yeah, but I didn't mention this in the intro, but we've got 22 lands. Nice. I got a bad feeling about this. Okay. No land, no Fable. I mean, no Invoke. So Fable, we've got the flying. Why wouldn't you swing with the Shieldred? I don't know, so I'm fairly certain that that's what's going to happen. And we take 6 total, going down to 12. This game's over. It's obviously the big problem with this brew is Shelly over here. At least we get to hold up a blocker. It's just the blood token holding up priority here, I believe. I'm gonna pass the turn. He's gonna gain a bunch of life. Oh, this card, and then we're getting the next, you know, black. What's it called? The Obliterator, which we saw in yesterday's episode of Spoiler Talk. Oh my goodness. Black is strong. Okay, okay. I'm just waiting to see if he plays anything else that's a better target for Lightning Strike, but otherwise I'm going to go for the Goblin, because I don't want him to cast any Invoke Despairs this turn if I can avoid it. Okay, bye-bye Jugan. It's very, very frustrating, but we've got one on the board. So you can do -4/-4 with the Harvester. Yeah, this one's unfortunately going to be a loss. I have a bad feeling. There's no way we can, you know. Yeah, there we go. Let's give him the good game. Swing for the rafters, dump everything I have into it, and go to the next match. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Close. We got him down to 7. I could just concede now, but I'm having fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. I wonder if we can survive one more turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 2 more, 8, 9. Hey, let's see. Can gain 4 more life with the blood token. Yeah. Never say never. Never give up, never surrender. But that's 3. It's going to be 6. I can give it +1/+1. No, +1/+0. If he hadn't top decked that second Harvester, we might have actually gotten there. But Shieldred is just too strong, and we're only running Lightning Strike. So definitely the biggest problem with this brew. Similar in a certain sense to yesterday's brew, but we actually had a fight spell that if our creature was big enough, we could have essentially dealt with anything in the format with yesterday's brew, or the day before yesterday's brew with the green one. Here we're relying on Lightning Strike to go face to gain that little bit of reach, but it's obviously a problem against certain brews. Namely black-based, you know what. But, still fun. Still worth your time, I promise you. Ooh. Oh, that's a crazy turn too. Danament? Danament? Really? Ninjutsu? At this moment in time? And what, you replay the bearer? Okay. Amazing. You'll get to ninjutsu again next turn. But I think we still probably have this with the Tamiyos. You'll probably try and bounce something or whatever. Are any of you guys and gals who are watching this right now? So my way of testing those of you who actually stick around for the gameplay footage. Have any of you watched the new Avatar movie? Question mark. What? Okay, this is just total randomness. I was not expecting any of those cards. He gets a treasure. I just realized now. Like, I mean, I went to film school. For those of you, you know, a little bit of brewmaster additional info here. I went to film school for uni, and James Cameron is like fucking legend. For those of you who don't know, he's like holds records for essentially like all of the major big films. Okay, so he goes for the block. And you know, the biggest box office records, Titanic, Terminator, Avatar 1. The guy's a machine. Okay, so we've got enough mana. I think we're just gonna do this. Now we don't have Tamiyos up, but with blue, I'm expecting at most, I don't know, Fading Hope, and then Concede. Swing a ding ding. You're dead, my friend. I'll give him the premature good game. And then I'll give him the premature oops. I don't like being an asshole, like, but sometimes it just feels so good. Especially after you've had people do the same exact thing to you about 1,000,000 times on the ladder. Occasionally it just feels so damn nice to oops the opponent. Alright, alright. 2 wins, 1 loss against Sheldred. Sick kid. You a sick kid, mate. Ooh, okay. Not amazing, I know, but doable. We just need to top deck a untapped green source to really make it pop. I love it when the deck just listens like that. It's just, oh baby. However, There's a high probability that this visitor is about to get destroyed. But if he follows it up with a tenacious underdog, then I'm pretty happy about things in general. Because we have the etchings. This gets exiled. Bye-bye. And now if we're not holding up Tamiyos, it's okay. Because we have 3 creatures on the board. It's probably going to be a Fable. Give me an enchantment, please. Oh, maybe it's actually a... Ooh. Trample. Trample on the... Please block with your guy. The potential for a turn 4 like that when you're not in a Me Took Massacre meta is just... Oh! Now we get to draw a card. And we still swing in. And we win. Down to 1. I didn't do my math properly. But you either running Burn Down the House or it's GG. So... Oh, did you just lose to some silly little Gruul deck with your freaking whatever? Bye-bye. Off you go. I'm telling you guys, it's a sweet little aggro deck, like one that no one is playing, and featuring a few cool new cards from the new set. We have only really gotten to cast Draconic Destiny once, but you know, fun, and wins at mythic rank at a higher than 50% win rate. So if you're looking for something fun and new to play after having played mono red or soldiers or mono black for the last like 2 months, you're welcome. Mablang? Okay. Wow, what a hand. Okay, here are the soldiers. Top deck city! Please give me a land next turn. Just all I want is a land. Land. Ugh. Okay. Now, we have a big question. It's definitely got to be the Swiftspear, right? Oof, I almost did the crappy mouse misclick. Almost. Give me that land, baby. Give me that land. Please give me a red land. Double swing? No swings? Double swing. Okay. Sucks, but we still get the trigger. And he gets nothing. Down to 1. If I'd gone face with the strike, he would have blocked. We wouldn't be this close. So I think we're good. He's going to try and... Please give me that land. Please just give me that land, mate. All I want. Okay, that's also just fine. Bye-bye, mono white soldiers. Off you go. Yeah, you can think as much as you like. Minus 13. Ooh. Oh, baby. I've created a monster. How are we doing for time? 30 minutes in. I think, guys, honestly, we've done the thing. Okay. One more match. Hopefully we can end it on a win. I really want to... The last little bit of interaction that we haven't had much of a chance to enjoy is Jugan defends the temple. Even though we saw it yesterday do its thing quite... the day before yesterday, do its thing quite well. We have not had that chance yet tonight. So I'm going to play one more game and hope to get some Jugans going on. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Now we get to hold up the safekeeping because of the treasure. So kind of another one of the play lines from the deck tech that I previously mentioned. Okay, interesting, very interesting. So we can both cast the Draconic Destiny and Lightning Strike if we want to. Okay. Let's see, because there may be something. Oh, can't, man! I need to change the battery. I really need to change this battery. Okay, so this looks like it's Okay, let's see. Thank goodness we held that up. Because that would have killed me. Just swing with the goblin. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, basically undefeated with Gruulchantments in Mythic every single match. I'm very happy. I'm a very happy person. Ending on a win. Jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts and overall review. There's really not much that I need to add. It's such a simple concept. We've been, playing Enchantress for years now. With just this simple shell of Kami and Generous Visitor, when you splash the red, you get access to some really nice cards. Definitely showcasing Draconic Destiny. We're going to build other brews around this card for sure in the coming weeks and months, so stay tuned. But as far as adjustments and things that I need to make, you know what? Like, really, basically nothing. But if there were one thing that I've considered, and that was actually initially in the deck in version 1, is Invigorating Hot Springs. Maybe. Otherwise, play it as is and let me know in the comments how your performance goes. But that is going to be it for tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're getting this close to 900, at which point, of course, a fantastic giveaway will be triggered. So don't forget to share the video around to all your friends, post it on your Twitters, your Facebooks, help me get to 900, and then you may be able to win yourself and whoever you shared it to some fantastic booster packs in the pending giveaway. But I will be seeing you all, of course, tomorrow with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab signing out. Peace, y'all.